Hi guys, welcome back to Business Team and the Business Team Property Cooperative. This video is a short introduction to the co-op, and it will tell you some of the reasons why we started it in the very first place. So we'll talk about the purpose of the co-op and how it operates. We'll talk about why it's important to become a member, and once you are a member, how to work with the co-op as a marketer of the products of the co-op, and what you can expect from the co-op in return for your time and your efforts. So let us start with, why should you become a member of the Property Cooperative? There are three main reasons why you need to be part of the Property Cooperative, and these are the reasons why we made it in the first place. The first of all, to enable you to access the property market. These days most people cannot access the market because they just don't have enough money. As individuals, as co-op members jointly, we can access that market to gain the benefits. Second reason is so you can benefit from the growth of the property market. It grows in a natural way year by year by year, and you need to be in it, in the market, to get the benefit of that natural growth. Thirdly, to enable you to secure property ownership for you and your family. Ownership is so important, guys. This is what gives you long-term generational wealth that you can pass from you to your children, to your grandchildren. So the main objective of the cooperative is to enable you to take ownership and to achieve long-term generational wealth for your family. So our main objective is property ownership. Guys, this is something that we have to work with steadily. It's not going to happen this week or this year. It's a long-term process, and the properties that we will bring into the portfolio can be commercial properties and industrial properties, residential properties, and these are properties that are not for sale. They're not like the smaller properties we will buy and upgrade and sell. These are retained properties, so we can develop the long-term growth potential of the market for everybody, for you, for me, for our children and our grandchildren. So the eventual objective of the co-op is property ownership, but we know that many people, they just can't get there in one go. Most people don't have enough money, they don't earn enough to own property. So we made the co-op as a vehicle with different stages of development. So you can start with the co-op as a marketer from ground zero and systematically develop yourself into a position of ownership by working with the co-op. Once you get into that program and that system, you'll find that the flow is quite steadily, and the stages that we've created will enable you to achieve that final outcome. Together in the co-op we can do it, we can own property, we can share the rewards of it. So let us take a look at these stages. Now the first stage is the need for extra income. Most people come on board with us because they're looking for a way to make some extra money. Sometimes the idea of ownership is far away from them, and they're looking at the immediate need of earning extra income. So this is our first step. It's our first step in the ladder to ownership. The co-op has a range of low-cost, high-demand products for members to sell to make a daily profit. The co-op also has issued 10,000 property shares, and as a member and a marketer you can also sell those shares for monthly commission. So you get extra income. You can earn this every month, you can earn it every week, you can earn it every day, and it helps you on your way to ownership. Now the second stage is where it starts to get interesting. This is about developing medium-term income, because the co-op buys and renovates property, and then it sells those properties. And those properties were purchased with the money from the shares, and that money is supplied by the members. So now you've got something very, very unique and different. You have the co-op, which is the business that you own, working in the property market on your behalf while you're busy doing your marketing business. Okay, so you've got two things happening now. You've got your personal work and you've got work being done by the co-op on your behalf. So the profit from those sales, the property sales, is shared by the co-op members, those particular members who are shareholders in that particular property. So you make money by the work of the co-op in addition to the money that you make by your own work. Now this leads us to the third stage. This is an important phase, the development of long-term income. Some of these properties that we buy, they're not for sale. We buy the small ones, upgrade them, sell them. The profits that generate from those sales are shared out back to the members. 85% of the profit goes to the members. 15% of the profit goes into a portfolio fund for purchasing and retaining long-term owned properties for investment purposes. Now, these properties are not for sale, they're for leasing. This gives us annual rental, it gives us dividends earned from those property leases, and this continues year after year, and it becomes a passive income. Guys, passive income is the best kind of income. Now we see stage number 4, asset and wealth creation. As we progress through those stages, 1, 2, 3, and we acquire retained property. This is what it's about. This is why we're here. Retained properties appreciate in value year after year. It's always been that way. It is that way now, and it will always continue to be that way. And your shares represent property ownership. The value of your shares will increase as the retained property values increase year after year. This is the objective of the co-op. Those early stages, guys, phase 1 and stage 2, those are to enable us, those are the stepping stones that enable us to acquire that short-term income. This is long-term income, this is generational income. You know, the idea of making money in the property market isn't new. Many people have done it locally and internationally. Let us take a look at one of the South African property experts. I took this extract from a property magazine quite recently. This man is Caesar, and he started his property portfolio business quite recently, a few years ago, and in just a few short years he became stock exchange listed. The company was listed on the South African Stock Exchange, the JSE, and right now it has a market capital of more than 7 billion rands. 7 billion rands, starting from zero. Caesar's advice: build a property portfolio. Guys, the main difference between what Caesar did and what we did, we're using a cooperative, and that means that every single member, you as a member, me as a member, we own that business. We own the business that's doing the investment and making the money. So by the time our market capital reaches anything like this, you're going to be very, very thankful that you joined this co-op. This brings us right back to where we started, the reasons why we started this co-op. We saw what our marketers wanted. They wanted a way into the property market, and most of them couldn't afford it. We know everybody wants to own their own property. You want to own your property. It's the same all over the world. So we made the co-op to fulfill the ownership dreams of our marketers. That's what the co-op is all about. So join us today, and if you have that dream, share it with us and let us move on and turn it into reality. So let us think about where this will lead. Guys, it's not about today. Those stage 1, stage 2 incomes, those are about today, tomorrow, this week, this month. This isn't about that. This is about your future. How far do you want to go? The co-op can take you as far as you want to go. Might be just to earn enough to pay the bills. It might be something quite different. You might have a big dream. So if you're a young person, you've got a long way, you've got a long life in front of you. This can lead you to a very exciting life. When you've got money coming to you and you've got time available, you can go and you can really enjoy life. If you're an older person, maybe It's your property and your home and developing your family. If you're still an older person, then maybe it's not about that. Maybe it's about a legacy for your children and your grandchildren. As far as you want to go, that's where the co-op can take you. And once you're in that position, life can become very wonderful, guys. So come on, get on board. Make the first move to your future. Go to the website www.btpcoop.com. Look through it, fill in the forms, and let's get busy, because this is about you.